Hello and welcome along. Today we are back on Oakfield Farm, and as you can see, we are harvesting some sugar beet. So we're up here at, where are we? We're on field 34. We've cut all the headlands out, and we're just working our way through. Hopefully I've got enough space in this harvester to get the rest of, well, at least one return in, because we're going to need to. Let's see. Quite loud, this harvester. This is not from the DLC. This is the smaller Panther mod that was released a little while ago. The one downside it has is that it's not able to... ooh, that's not the one I want. That's the one I want. It's not able to work with a hired worker. So I could conceivably get it to work with courseplay maybe, but I haven't tried it, to be honest. But yeah, it definitely doesn't work with the hired worker. So we have to control it the whole way through. And we're at 73%. So I think we might be alright. We might be able to bring the tractor up on this return trip here. And what we'll do in that case is then we will get it to empty. And once we get it to empty, we'll need to empty the tractor. But basically what I'll do is I'll empty the tractor and probably cut those bits. We'll see how we go. Or maybe I can set up a courseplay course. That might be quite a good thing. Setting up a courseplay course to see if we can get that tipping right. So we'll have a go at that maybe, I think. But we are doing okay with this. Yeah, we are at 96%. So absolutely, we've got to lift this up. Turn it round, and while we're turning, let's get the spout out as well. Right, okay. So this down and in and GPS on. Right, so we'll stop it there because I don't want to run out. And we're going to get our New Holland here. And this is when Follow Me comes into its own. Absolutely fantastic Follow Me for this kind of job. So, there we go. We're following. And now, I want to go 10 ahead. Right. And away we go. So that should now be emptying. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh. I went too fast. I've run into a load of crop. Never mind. Wow. Yeah, we lost a load of crop there. I'd stopped when I was too high and didn't let it empty enough before we left off. So we have lost a little bit of crop there, which is unfortunate. But otherwise we're doing okay. There we go. So we will stop that now. And we'll bring that in. Perfect. Right, and I'm just going to get this to the end and swing round. And once I've done that, what I'm going to do is then go and set up. We're going to set up courseplay with the tractor, with the idea that it's going to come out of the end of here and do stuff. So we'll set that up and we'll go and do the courseplay on the tractor. So perfectly in position. Best way for me to do this, I think, is we'll do a very small run up to it and then reverse all the way back, because we basically just want it to tip at the bit. What it'll probably end up doing, actually, yeah, there is one way to do this. that I need to drop the trailer off first. And this will allow us to test it very quickly. So we'll drop the trailer off. There. Head up here. Right. So we want to line up. It's always easiest to set up courseplay like this when you've not got a trailer on. So we know we want it to tip about here. So I'm going to pull forwards to about halfway up the field. So about here-ish. I think, yeah, that should do it. Bring this up. Start course recording. And we're going to pull forward a bit. So, go at least 3. One more. There we go. Then we're going to go into reverse. And reverse straight back. Keeping it straight as we possibly can. Now what it should do is detect where the pile is. If I reverse right back here. To that point. And tip. And then we'll go forwards again. And we're basically going to drive straight back to where we started. And stop. Right, so let's test this. So we want a harvester. Harvester, we are on field 34. There we go. Connect the trailer. And tell it to go. Drive course. So let's see if it can actually get this right. Hopefully I pull far enough forward. So the idea in pulling forward is what you're trying to do is get it to align the trailer and get the trailer as straight as possible. Because otherwise when it comes backwards, it starts having issues. So it goes up there. And back it comes. Oh, I hope this works. Please let this work. This will be absolutely glorious. If it tips, I'm going to run back to the harvester and we can get some more of that done. But at the moment, this is working absolutely brilliantly. Look at that. Straight back to the pile. This is why I love this version of courseplay. Look at that. Wow. And it pulls forward a little bit. That's awesome. There we go. Right, so let's jump back in our harvester. Because that's brilliant. We can now do some harvesting and not have to worry about where our tractor is. Awesome. So yeah, that's working really well. Let's see if we can get a little bit more sugar beet up then. So they've got various things. We'll probably go into the night on this, and I'll probably keep going, probably in a live stream or something like that on it, I think. Just because I'm really happy that the setup for this is now working properly. And, you know, that is awesome. We've got some ploughing to do, and we need to get this field and field 12 and our newly purchased. We've recently purchased field 42 as well. Field 42 needs to get ploughed, finish ploughing that, so we'll do that in a video. It also needs to finish getting... it also needs to be seeded. We need to get all these seeded, and we've got one more day of autumn. So I think this sugar beet is going to be harvested into the night. It's the only thing I can think to do with this. Because otherwise, yeah, we're really not going to get it done. We are on the course. That's a little bit weird, that is. That's got quite an overlap. It is filling up all the way. I don't know at what point the tractor is going to drive, though. And then I think we're probably going to get a Beet, some sort of Beet loader with our lorry and load the sugar beet up. But that can wait till early winter, to be honest. We can load that up then. Traditionally on my dad's farm, that's when we always loaded up sugar beet as well. Right, and up 63%. Yeah, I don't know when that tractor's going to drive on at. Alright, here it comes, in fact. Excellent. So we want to get our auger out. Yeah, I didn't check the settings on it, so it could very much. Well, I know we should be pretty full by the time the tractor gets to us. I'm hoping it gets to us before the end of the road, though. Yeah, it should do. There we go. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So we will just stop at the end. Let that fill up. And that should immediately go and tip that. And we'll reverse up, I think, is what we'll do. There we are. I hope that immediately goes and tips that. We're going to find out in a moment. Going through the hedge anyway. So that it doesn't get stuck on a fence post, I don't mind. Yeah, it stopped. So, what I want to do... Okay. What we need to do is we need to get this tractor to work out how full it is. So it is at 87%, and I've got it driving at, where are we? There we go, fill levels. Drive on at 90%. So we're gonna start at 80, and we're gonna drive at 80. Yeah, there we go. That should do the job. So let him get tipping while we get back in our beet harvester. We'll try and get one more load off him, I think. There we go. Let's get the full lights on because it is getting fairly dark. Sugar beet harvesting into the evening is not an abnormal thing. But there's a lot of this field to go. There we go. And round again. Whoa. We're 25% full again already. We are going to open this all up. And I do love that. I do love that emptying over there. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that is by far brighter part. Very cool. I like that a lot. Oh, we have a busy, busy end of autumn ahead of us. I don't think we actually need to get this fertilised if we're putting in oilseed radish, to be honest. There we go. Tractor's a little bit in the way. It's going to drive a little bit later. There we go. 50%. So I think we'll empty out one more time and get this bit of the field cut out, and then that will probably be where we end today. I think we'll see. We'll go for a few more minutes yet. I want to get a good chunk of this field out. Well, what we're going to do with the sugar beet is some of this is going to go, sale. Some of it's going to go towards pig feed, because we do need a whole load of this for pig feed. I kind of want to build a sugar beet pad somewhere where I can store sugar beet for a short period. And then we have a shed up at the yards that I can put it into. Yeah, here he comes. There we go, 75%. I like how courseplay doesn't wait until you exactly hit the number. It lets you, it gets the tractor in position well before it's needed. Right, here we are. There we go. That's all sorts of awesome, that is. And this should get our tractor easily to the point where it needs to be. There we go. So 95% full. I'd say that's pretty successful. I'd say that's pretty much where we want to be with this. I'm going to knock out these last 2 or 3 rows. Yeah, I think it's going to be 3 rows along here. Tractor is lining itself up. Yeah, wow, look at that. That's, I don't know if you guys can see that in the distance on a PC, you should be able to. But that just lined itself up really nicely. And by the time that's tipped and got back, that will be absolutely perfect. Wow, that's awesome. I'm really impressed with that. Courseplay has been impressing me a lot recently. And I am, as I said before, I am going to miss it when FS19 comes out. At least until it's done for FS19. But we will knock this part of the field out. May return to some more of this in a later video, or we may just keep doing it in a I think in a live stream. I'm loving how it's working, and it is the perfect thing to do there. But certainly this has been enjoyable. I hope you guys have enjoyed this, because I'm massively enjoying this. I really am. It's awesome. It's awesome how it all just come together. And it's just making the whole thing easier. We're up to 50%. I do like this mod, but it is a pity that it has that it doesn't work with hard worker. I don't know why. It could be that it just doesn't work with the vehicle AI. So it may not. It may be that it just doesn't work with that the mod of the vehicle AI. Maybe. That's a distinct possibility. Right. I think I'm going to clear up this line here and go and tip into our trailer. Which then is as good a place as any for us to finish. Having knocked out this end of the field and given us a good start into it. It'd be fantastic. Just lining up through this. And conceivably I could just do this on my own, but what I want to do, because I can't go into the next thing with the next road this full, because our tractor will never empty out, so we'll empty out the tractor here, and this is a good place for me to finish, or should be. Don't know where the tractor's going. The tractor ran away. Why did the tractor run away? I was saying lots of very complimentary things about courseplay a moment ago. Okay, it's sorted itself out. Okay. Decided it wanted to drive next to the combine. That's alright. Okay, so I'm going to end it here. That's a little bit of a weird ending. But I'm going to end it here. So all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.